So is there any other stories that you'd like to share about you being bullied?
Yes, actually. Um, I don't know about now, but back in my time, this is what happened to me. I was not only bullied by my other classmates, I was also bullied by my teacher. Her name was Miss Jacobstein. I would never forget her name. She was the most horrible, horriblest teacher in the world ever. And wherever she's at, I hope she's not alive. But anyway, um, one day I asked to use the bathroom, and she said no. I asked, I waited 10 more minutes, and I asked again, and she said no. I waited another 10 minutes. I asked 3 times. All 3 times she said no. Finally, she saw me twitching in the seat, and she goes, go, just go use the bathroom. And I was like, okay. So as I was getting up, I took my pouch with me because I was in 5th grade. I was like 10, 11 years old, and I had my period. I developed kind of early, which I thought was early because a lot of the girls in my class at that time didn't have their period. So my mom always taught me to carry a little pouch with my pads. So I was carrying my little pouch, and she goes, "What is that?" And I said, "It's mine." And she goes, and she snatches it from me, and she opens it up, and she pulls out my pad in front of everybody, and everybody starts laughing, going, "Ew, gross!" Because at that time, again, like I guess there wasn't a lot of girls that had their period, or probably didn't let everybody know. But I wasn't letting anybody know. I just was told that that's when I go use the bathroom, I have to take my purse and take my stuff with me. So she totally embarrassed me. All the kids were laughing. I ran out of the classroom, ran to the bathroom, was crying. It was just a horrific, horrible day for me. And that whole year, that whole school year was horrible for me because that didn't help. It just made it worse. The kids just kept taunting me the whole school year. Oh, she's on her period. Oh, she wears pads. Every day it was a taunt and tease because of that. They never lived it down. So it was horrible because this is a teacher, someone whom I was supposed to look up to, someone who was supposed to be there to guide me and just be a teacher, and she wasn't. She made it worse. She made the situation worse, and she added on to the bullying and to the teasing. She didn't help. She never said to the kids, "Oh, don't say that," or "You shouldn't say that," or never punished the kids for what they did. She went along with it and laughed it off too, and it hurt. It really hurt. And for a long time, I thought that it was wrong for me, and something was wrong with me because I developed early and had my period. So not only do you get teasing from other classmates and other, your peers, but to get teased from a teacher whom you're supposed to respect sucks even more. So that was one of my experiences too.
How do you feel about um what the schools are doing to prevent bullying?
From my understanding, the schools are letting the parents be alert and aware of what's going on with their children if they suspect anything. I know myself as a parent, I have constant communication with them either via email or by cell phone or whomever, however. Um, and I believe that all schools are doing that and should do that because communication definitely is the key. It is very hard for a child to be able to say, well, no matter what the age, to be able to say, "Mom, this is what I'm going through. Dad, I feel like this," or "This is who I am," and then not feel like they're being judged or being wrong for feeling the way they feel or being the way they are. So for another adult to maybe just have that communication and maybe seek some kind of help um, that can help that child before it gets worse. Not only having a child that's being bullied, or also having a child that is a bullier. I guess you can say that. I don't know if I just made that word up. But for me as a parent, if I had a child that was hurting another child, I'd be very angry. I'd be very upset. But I would want and prefer for the schools to be able to sit down with me and the other parent and communicate and say, "Look, this is the deal. This is what's going on. Let's prevent anything worse happening." Um, and being a bully or being a bullier sucks either way because you have a parent that's suffering because their child is being bullied, and then you have a parent that's suffering like, why is my child bullying other kids? Why is he or she treating these kids this way? Um, I've learned that when children bully, it's because they're decompensating from something else. Either they're not getting love, either they're not getting attention, either they're not getting something that they're lacking, and of course they have to take it out on others. And it's sad. It is really, really, really sad, especially nowadays. You know, it's 10 times worse than it was when I was growing up. You know, when I was growing up, okay, we're gonna fight it out. You know, that's what we're gonna do. Now you're either getting shot, stabbed, killed, or somebody ends up killing themselves, and it's really, really, really sad. I hope that somewhere or another the schools can get together and seek out other parents and maybe do a group of parents that can do outreach for any of these children who are bullied and are getting bullied.